It's October 27th, 2025, and today I'm finally going to meet my guide dog.
Because he has the power to let me cross the street when it's not safe.
August 18th, 2020 at 3:28 p.m. Dear James, thank you again for submitting an application for a Guiding Eyes guide dog. Your application has been received.
I applied back in 2020 right as the world shut down. I moved from Los Angeles back to the East Coast, and the guide dog training had slowed down at the school. I knew it'd be a wait, but I did not know it was going to be a 5-year wait.
From here, what would be the next steps?
So you've already been approved. So this was just a checking in to double check your pace, reading, speed, and also to get a look at your new environment.
And when the guide dog school was finally ready for me, suddenly I wasn't. I was traveling the world, filming a series, exploring new cities, moving again, and taking on more work. Timing just seemed like it would never line up.
For most service dogs, it's not so much a life in the paws kind of situation, but when you're blind, it is.
After crossing the world with just my white cane, I started to wonder if I was even ready for that kind of trust.
For that training that starts Monday, October 27th, so I just wanted to touch base with you to make sure that was still good.
But how do you really know if it's the right match? What if the bond isn't there? What if it just doesn't work? And after 5 years of waiting, that thought terrified me.
The one dog able to go out into New York and see that progress?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so the instructors was feeling a lot more confident basically as soon as I sent you the email.
First time in Connecticut, actually. I think. Short-lived, though. This is just kind of a brief stop to get over to New York.
And then it's a big step up. With you. Your boy is in the crate. Hi, boy. Oh. He's here. I picked the male.
Okay.
Just so you know, he's a yellow male. So I'm going to come back in 5 minutes.
Okay. Hey there, buddy. Hey.
So just to pull back for a moment, this was a very unexpected meeting with the dog. I was set up to believe I was going to maybe meet 2 dogs, not know their names, and do what they call a Juno walk. Juno is just a placeholder name. So that way you're not getting that like initial bonding right away in case this isn't gonna be your dog. I thought I was gonna like walk with 2 different dogs, and I was told that they were leaning towards a very like more petite female dog versus a larger male dog. So this was just sort of their way to introduce me to the dog. This was also a bit unconventional from what I was told by other folks who have gone through this guide dog school. So maybe it's like a new method they're trying, maybe it's something that they were like, you know, trying for the first time, but basically you walked right into your room. There he is. That's your dog. Here's his name.
Hi, baby. I got a collar, I got a leash. Can you sit? Oh, you can. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Chill, man. Do you want to take him out, or do you want me to take him out?
I'll take it out with you.
Yeah. So it might not be smooth and easy.
Sure.
But we can start now.
The good thing is that we bonded very quickly. Now, we still needed to find out if we work well together. So we go through some initial, commands, get familiar with one another, and make sure he's gonna start listening to me.
You're just gonna open the door and step out with him. There's a step down. I'll have you go first.
And step out on there.
Yep. Go on up to the door. You're gonna do your best to not let him surge out. So like body block him if you have to.
Okay.
Because I want you to go up first and you have your control. Step down. And then you go to the curb and you're gonna stop there. Stop him there. And you haven't learned the commands yet, but I'm gonna have you have him sit. So you're gonna put the leash in your right hand. Just
Okay.
let go with this hand. You're gonna double tap your hip. You're gonna say, Hogan, sit.
Hogan, sit.
And he did. Good boy. All right. I haven't gone over the leash with you yet.
But we weren't gonna actually get to do our first official walk together until the next day.
Stop. You're gonna hold your ground there. because he's learning
Mm.
that he only has that length of leash. He
Okay.
can't pull you 8 feet to go sniff that bush.
Okay.
He can't pull you over to the left to go greet that dog.
Mm.
This is it.
Good to know. Okay.
Because he's going to try to break the rules. He knows the rules with me, he doesn't know them with you.
Yeah.
I want to show you a fun thing that he knows. So now I'm going to have you slide your hand back just a little. Make a fist with this hand. Put your fist underneath the doorknob. I'm going to tell him Hogan touch.
Hogan touch.
And that's, you feel his little nose, that's all it means. And then if you had the
So we're introduced to leash handling, to commands to get him to work on obedience with me, and understand the position and the team effort between the two of us. Right, buddy? Right? What else did we do on the first day we met?
Lay down. Lay down.
What was important about that first day really was us getting familiar with each other and that bonding. And he's a super gentle dog, despite his size. But he's young. He's 20 months old at the time that we were training together, and he's like one of the youngest to graduate, which is impressive. Plus, he's already running certified, and their running program is something different I will get more into as the sort of video series goes along. But it's essentially where this dog can help be my eyes and guide me on hikes.
Not even 2 yet, but he's very chilled. He's super affectionate when you let him, like when you give him the invitation to come into your space.
See that one?
When you're coming home.
I'll probably come in December.
Where are you?
I'm in New York.
When do you get to take him back to your house?
November 8th.
The thing was, like, as this was all kind of unfolding, I really didn't have the time to overthink it. You know, it's just suddenly a new responsibility put on me right then and there. And just walking through that door, meeting Hoagie, my life is different now. My lifestyle has just shifted and changed. And, you know, for the better.
we're going to go to the grooming room. I'm sure where that is.
So it was certainly just a lot to just jump into, and a lot of new information that, you know, I'm just gonna have to try to retain, and I'm gonna probably have to be reminded multiple times.
Dan, this is James.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
To stay as Dan
Stay.
approaches.
Stay.
How are you? Welcome.
Thank you.
My trainer, Michelle, was fantastic, and, you know, she will say that she's gonna be hard on me just to make sure that, like, I know and this stuff gets ingrained, but, like, no, she was absolutely awesome. Couldn't have asked for a better trainer.
So technically it's a grooming bench, so he is allowed on it.
Okay.
Can you see color?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the blue. All right, so got the collar on. That's gonna be your everyday collar. All right, so the leash, there's a clasp on either end. It's about a 4-foot length of leather, and a clasp on either end. Each of those clasps is actually different. The clasp in your right hand is slightly smaller than the clasp in your left hand. The bigger clasp is attached to the triple thickness of leather. So if you clip the small clasp to the large oval,
You know, I'm like, challenge me. I want to be the best trainer for this dog, the best companion. Like, I don't want to leave here, you know, unprepared for him and myself.
I'm going to issue you in a standard medium body harness with a standard length handle. I'm going to come into your personal space. I want you to switch over on the bench and keep your legs a little bit apart.
The school did a great job setting us up with day one. Like, it was a lot of info, but, like, we have the next 2 weeks to really put into practice everything that we're learning.
You're going to grab the belly strap. You're going to fold it up and hold where it lays. So you hold both pieces with one hand. So you're going to unclip the belly strap, and then you're going to push it down and around under, and same way you put it on. You're going to bring it up and over, hold it with the back strap, grab it, and up and over the center. You got it, just like that.
Now, learning how the harness worked was interesting because although I've been around guide dogs plenty of times with friends and other folks, and, you know, even just the preparations of going through the assessment to see if this is, like, something I want to continue to do, but it's different when you're actually doing it with the dog, you know, going through the actual procedure of putting the harness on, watching how his mood and his tone, like, he's happy. Whenever he sees the harness, his tail's wagging. He's still super playful and affectionate when he's, like, off harness. So it's just like you get these two almost different personalities. Like, he's got his work mode and his play mode.
Yeah, put your hand around on the leash. Totally good with that. And let's see, let's play around with how to best deepen that feel without sniffing. So the goal is to not let him pull you and to not let him sniff.
Thumb down, right?
You got it.
So after we get familiar with the harness and etiquette, we finally get to like meet the other folks that have been there, and they get arrived because I came by train and they all came in by flight.
What you're gonna do next, I'm gonna leave. Give him a few minutes to drink. You're gonna put him on leash and come out the door. I want him on short leash. I don't want him dragging you out. Under control. And as soon as you get to the curb, don't let him pull you off. I'll have him sit. I'm gonna be out there to micromanage you once you're outside. But I'll give you a moment of relief right now. Okay.
Hi, Hoagie. Hogan. Hi. Hi. Oh.
So by the late afternoon, it was time for him to go off and go back to the kennel for the night.
And they're gone. There he goes. Bye, Hogan.
I was on my own. I'm like, I'm already kind of missing this guy. But starting the next day, he will be with me permanently, which was a little nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm already having separation anxiety from Hoagie. About to have dinner, and excited to see what's on the menu. Pretty sure they told me, but I was kind of in the midst of training, and let's find out.
I'm now in charge of a whole other living thing. But not only was I nervous, but I was excited for the next day to, bring him in as like this permanent fixture in my life and to start training with him and to learn how to be the best handler, trainer for my dog. And with that, I called my friend Molly Burke.
It's so different with each experience.
Who was a huge help. She's been a guide dog user since she was in her teens. I've known her for about 10 years now. I value her input, I valued her experience, and so she was a huge help. But we're gonna save that for part 2, where Hoagie becomes a permanent part of Team Rath.